Haven't done this for a while. I've been out of commission for like, what, 2 weeks now? But I'm finally back. I just came from vacation and had a little cold. Um, had a cold since last Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. And what happened was that my dad's room was just stuffy as hell. And I thought I can bear with it. And sometimes I would just kind of like sometimes I would sorry if I'm talking slow, but yeah, sometimes I would just spray the damn room hoping that it will the air will circulate a little bit. And like sometimes I'll just be so tired and sleepy, well, that I just forget about it. And man, it's like every night the cold gets a little worse, but I think I'm feeling better now, so I can get back on topic. I noticed lately I'm getting a little YouTube famous, just a little bit. I am thankful for the people that watch my videos. I'd probably say like maybe one day I will let people comment, but I'm just kind of waiting on the views to stack up. So if I can at least get like on average each video gets like 1,000 or at least 500, I will like to put the description box and debate and co-sign people. But I'm just doing it. I'm just kind of holding on to it because I don't want to like deal with little trolls or little when people comment. I'm waiting for the views to stack up. So encourage people to watch my videos. Make response videos if you want. I have to clear up one little thing. Is that I noticed that there's like a YouTuber. I forgot their name already, but this person has beef with Lashid for you. And I don't even know how this person. Well, they probably just somehow stumbled upon my videos because I did a response video to her. I don't remember putting her name in the title, but somehow somebody found my videos. They posted it. It got 2 likes on their little page, and it was a video about me disagreeing with her about the whole Kendrick Lamar situation. And I would just kind of like to say this: there's no beef or there's no issue that I have with her. I don't agree with everything she says. Probably like sometimes it's a 50-50, 60-40 type of agreement. I have no beef with her. I'm not watching her page just to find dislikes. Her videos are very damn, what was that? My bad. But like I say, there's no beef between me and her or anything. Like the only person that I don't like, or of course the YouTube coons, but especially Tommy Sotomayor. But I'm not gonna be like everybody else and just kind of call him just to stress him out and just to prove that there's another person that doesn't like you for how you talk to black women. I'm kind of good with that. I don't need any more stress. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to clear that up. I mean, the video don't have a lot of views, but I just kind of don't like people taking my videos and trying to prove that there's a beef or that there is an issue. I respect Lashid for you. I know people don't like her too much. I'm aware that some people think she's a feminist. Um, I kind of don't, I don't really care what her views are. I just kind of like the videos that got a little consciousness in it. The things that I don't like most of the time where she talks about, Christianity and, how it's necessary for black people. And it's like, whether you have Christianity with a black face or white face, it's not productive. I mean, what happened 6,000 years ago isn't a big deal. And we should just kind of let it go. We get too uptight with these insignificant moments and events that happened thousands of years ago, and we're debating it. You know, we're debating shit that really doesn't even really matter. You know, I was like, Dad had me watching like a little video um on Black News, that channel on YouTube, Black News 102. And I don't even know why they call it Black News. It's just a bunch of hotep niggas debating, talking about foolery, and there was just a couple people debating and bullshitting about, and these were men like, had to be in their 40s and 50s, debating about the most insignificant shit in the world. These motherfuckers debating about whether the Babylonians were black or white. And I'm like, oh, really? They're like literally cutting each other off and like, blaspheming themselves. Like, that's just why we don't really need to be fucking worrying about religion like that, because we get so uptight on like the littlest shit. The littlest shit. If you want to prove that, hey, the people in the Bible or the person that wrote the Bible, were black, that's one thing. You want to say that, okay, the Bible is about us, black people, that's one thing. But it's like another thing when you're just worrying about the most insignificant shit in the world. And it's like, hey, man, the Babylonians were black, man. No, but it's just kind of silly, I can't really, don't even see how these brothers just wake up, feeling, I don't even see how they wake up feeling like they're closer to God, to whoever they worship. I just kind of don't get it, You wake up in the morning, you're looking, you go to the streets looking homeless, yabbing about some shit that really doesn't even matter. Let's just say you won the debate. Let's just say you won the debate. What's next? You're gonna find another insignificant motherfucker on YouTube or on the streets, and you're just gonna debate him and just be like, hey man, you need to stop talking because you're spreading misinformation. And then it's like, okay, my master teacher said this, my master teacher said this, my master teacher said this, my master, it's like really, I really don't even see the point of like modern consciousness, or I should say new age consciousness, because this 2000s age of consciousness is not like the 60s or the 70s or the 80s. It's really just a bunch of niggas on Wikipedia, copying and pasting other scholars who actually been to Egypt, who actually been to Israel, who actually been to Sudan or Ethiopia and all these places, and you just have these broke niggas just kind of going on Google Map and say, man, hey, look, I found these monuments. These were made by the Moors. And okay, it's like these niggas are just too broke for me to even find them credible. That's just my view. That's just my view. You know. I'm just kind of tired of black people being religious. I think And a lot of people would say, even the conscious community would say, you know, a lot of these Christians are idiots. You know, they're illogical. They make no sense. They have no true understanding of the Bible or God. And I believe that. Yeah, I would agree with that. But the conscious community, most of them aren't any better. They act the same way. But you know, it's just say, hey, just substitute the white face for the black face, and you know, you're conscious, you have knowledge, and that's basically it. And it's like, it's basically the same shit, you know. I really think we don't even really need religion anymore. I think, you know, whether it's some kind of African so-called, you know, whatever, I just think it should be done. I don't really think black people in America need religion. You know, we got too much shit to be worried about it that are actually happening to us right now in person for us to even be worrying about the most insignificant events thousands of years ago, you know. I have an older half brother, and he, to a degree, he would be considered conscious, even though he doesn't probably know much about the black conscious community other than what he used to be taught by New Orleans. You know, he was telling me some kind of convoluted story of why fallen angels were in love with the women of Earth. And, you know, they were just talking about how there's this breeding between human women and these male fallen angels, and they were going into fist fights for these women because they loved how they look and they were so beautiful. And it somehow spinned off to another story about the Lilith, who was kind of like a secret person that was taken away in the Bible, and you know, something about Adam having a wife before Eve, and it was just like all this insignificant shit about a relationship and love, and I'm like, I don't really care. Okay, you know it. What next? It's like, what can you do? There's nothing that you can really tell me that's gonna benefit me. Okay, I know this and this about the Bible. Okay, I read, you know, this taken out the Bible. Okay, your consciousness is all seeing, blah, blah, blah. What next? You know, in honesty, this dude lives with his mom, mid-30s, not married, never been married, never been engaged. He might have a girl, I don't know. But he ain't got a license, he ain't got nothing seriously going on. So why the fuck am I gonna be on your program for, you know? That's why I really I get tired of black people, because with religion is because we love our extracurricular activities too much that we neglect our back to your core classes, because you didn't even finish English, you didn't even take political science, you didn't take all these classes, and you're just stay trying to do art. We need to talk. That's how black people are, because it's like with extracurricular activities, you know, usually these non-core classes, you're more liberal. The classes are more relaxed. It's not as strict or demanding as other classes, and you kind of lean back a bit. And that's how black people, a lot of these black conscious people view, you know, kind of think, you know. Because, you know, you just really learning shit on your own time, you know. There's no doctorate's degree for consciousness. These motherfuckers are not writing term papers, like 20-page term papers about Nubian history. these niggas ain't writing thesis, theories and shit about, you know, about their shit. Or what they believe. All they're doing is just leaning back on their little lean chair listening to all the lectures they can get, writing down their favorite quotes, trying to mimic and dress like their master teacher, and that's it. And that's why I just don't really like the conscious community, even though I used to be in it. And I'm no dude who worships a white god or anything. But the thing is just that I'm seeing the bullshit too, to where we're just trading races. We have the same mentality, but hey, I'm better than you because I worship a black god instead of a white one, and the situation ain't getting any better. It's not getting better. Now we have this thing to where we got hoes who want to be in a conscious community, and they fucking everything up. They put on some natural hair, they put in that cocoa butter, they start playing with Egyptian musk and all that shit. And now they feel all divine and all that shit. That's the problem. We have way too many losers in the conscious community, but just really too many losers who are religious. It's a loser ideology for me. That's why I'm not a religious person, because I see how a lot of losers think. A lot of losers that I know are religious. And people, I had a friend. She was kind of mad at me because of the way I kind of view my mom, and I love her and I respect my mom, but I just kind of have to be honest to say, hey, she failed. She hasn't given me tools for me to compete in this world. All she gave me was like a freaking Bible and just, hand it to me and just say, read it every night. Pray. I ain't seen you doing this. I ain't seen you pray. Go to Sunday school, blah, 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 this and that. That's all she gave me. She didn't teach me how to do geometry. And I understand that, like, because she's older, and not from America, she probably wouldn't know that. But I'm kind of like, at least try, but at least at least try to teach me a practical trade or something so where I can survive. All you give me is a Bible and just having me trying to make me watch black celebrities pray God into their single moms about how they couldn't have made it without God and their mom. And it's like, I'm not going to be on that kind of frequency. I'm not going to be on that. I can't live off, hopes and high dreams. And I just told my friend, like, hey, man, she failed. She's not giving me any type of instructions on how to dominate this world. She's not going to give me those type of instructions. She's just going to just say, magically find it on your own. But, hey, you need to pray. Because when the good stuff do happen to you, it's going to prove me right that you couldn't have done it without God and all this stuff, that and the third. And you see, I just keep seeing, I see a lot of losers being religious, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to be a winner. I ain't trying to lose. I ain't trying to, fuck up. And I'll probably just tie in this, because this is going to be a long video. And my voice is kind of wearing out. And so, yeah, my voice is really going out. But, I was looking at this article on Facebook, and it was of this teen mom. She becomes valedictorian in Chicago, and people got mixed emotions about it. And like usual, I was on the fence of like, I don't like it. Kudos to her. She's a valedictorian. She studies hard. She was homeless. She made a lot of sacrifices. She had time to study. But, I just kind of didn't like the article because it's the stereotypical bullshit of, as a black kid, you have to make all these mistakes, and then you kind of have to like bathe yourself in the blood of God to be accomplished. It's the same old shit, like black stick of, I fucked up real bad, but then I got better. And I understand people mess up. I understand this and that, but it's like I don't like rewarding these type of teen moms. I don't like rewarding them. Okay, cool, she's a valedictorian, but you're not gonna have me kind of busting out the trumpets and the parades for her. Kudos for her being a valedictorian, but that's not something I want a girl to inspire to be. If she can do it, anybody can do it. Yeah, I get that, but I'm still side-eyeing the situation of her being pregnant at the age of 13. Now, she was homeless with her family, not just her mom or her siblings, a family. So I'm pretty sure there was at least some dude, associated with her as a father figure, or maybe as a brother or a cousin or whoever. Some male had been there. And I really don't like it that this male let some other nigga get her daughter pregnant. Now, somebody mentioned, and I did think about it before, that maybe she was prostituting, and this was a result of that. And I noticed in the article there's no mention of a father. It's these virgin birth situations. I hope I'm not stuttering. These kind of these kind of married situations to where these girls are pregnant and there's like no mention of the father. It's like they don't exist. It's like there was a virgin birth. And I'm just kind of like wondering, like, okay, where's the father in this situation? Where's her father and where's the father of the baby? That's what I want to know. Shit. That's some shit I want to know. But maybe she was prostituted, maybe, but I have mixed feelings about putting a 13-year-old girl in a situation like that. If it was the mom, she'd done it, or an older sister and she'd done it just to make a little change, I don't like it, but I would understand and I'd be a little more sympathetic about it. But I don't like that you have a 13-year-old girl in that situation. But that's if it happened. It's not known. It wasn't mentioned in the article if she was prostituting. But what I will say is that I am angry and I am disappointed at the males in her life, because she had no business being pregnant at the age of 13 when she was homeless and she had nothing to eat and nothing to... You have no business adding another goddamn mouth to the situation. I can reassure you. I can definitely reassure you. She was pregnant by an adult. Or some in and out dusty ass nigga. I can guarantee you me. I can guarantee you me. And I'd like to know if this motherfucker is in jail right now under statutory rape. I want to know that for sure. I want to know that. But let me get back to the point of why I brought it up in my video, is because she was talking about she made a quote, God doesn't make mistakes. And so, we're back into this revolving wheel that black people get trapped in, about, everything happens for a reason, and, every fuck up is a blessing. I don't have to try hard because everything I do is a blessing, or it will lead to a blessing. And I don't have to try hard or anything because everything leads to a blessing. And it's like, I'm so tired of this bullshit of black folks not even trying to be accomplished. They're not even trying. That's what I'm mad about. You keep living in these delusions of blessings, and it's like, okay, if you love the baby, I understand, but You didn't need to be in that situation. You didn't need to be pregnant at the age of 13. You didn't need to be in that situation at all. So you can bullshit it all you want, but that wasn't right. You know, you had no business getting pregnant, adding another mouth to feed when you struggling to feed your own goddamn self. You know. And this led to another post that I saw about some dude. I guess he's some kind of little internet rapper, and he was trying to bullshit to himself on why he's not famous. And he said something along the line of, you know, I'm glad God didn't make me blow up. I'm glad that I'm not famous. Something to that nature. And it's like, why? And I'm like, why do we need God in America for? It's like what happens with, you know, with black people in America and God. It's like we just get to this loser mindset of dependability. You know, we never use God for establishing dominance. Like, study how white people use God from slavery, for even before that, and you compare that to, or contrast that to black people, how they use God, and it's like black people use God to lose, like with a smile, and then white people use God for like dominance. You know, it's like, it's either like God is in me or I am God. You know, some white folks are that bold. I read a story on Huffington Post, and they have like a little section where they talk about like weird stories. And I think there was like a case to where there was a guy, a white dude, his name was God, and they were fighting over if he has the right to have that name. But it just kind of shows you how bold white folks are. And like, black people and white people see God differently.